7 Vital and distinctive features that every alpha male must have. Ugly, strong and formal, they said that a man should be from the beginning of the last century. However, stereotypes have changed, but being an alpha male has prevailed. The character of a man is known for his conversations, menander. Clothes make a man. Naked people have little or no influence in society, Mark Twain. Those and many more phrases try to describe a male. However, there are some very particular traits that identify the male gender. Among different cultures, these concepts probably vary, but there are some that never change, for better or for worse, and here we present the vital characteristics of a real man. 1. Physical. The skills and physical strength are an unmistakable hallmark of every great man, whether in sports, hand-to-hand fighting and any competition. It may sound primitive, but the physical has been one of the principles of self-preservation, preferences for pairing and mating. This is what the unforgettable Muhammad Ali said. Only a man knows what it's like to be defeated to the bottom of his soul and get that ounce of extra power needed to win when the fight is tied. As for the preservation of the human species, the health and virility of a man influence to be the ideal candidate to be a partner and mate with the opposite sex. Strength and stature are also important nowadays for socializing and also in the business world. 2. Functional. Since memorable times, man has had to act as a provider to those people who depend on him, be it his own family or even his tribe in cave times. He has always used his wisdom, ambition of triumph, being practical and above all his physical ability to achieve his goals. His role as he who wins the bread drives a man to achieve his goals. 3. Intellectual. In the development of masculinity, education and acquisition of knowledge are fundamental, beyond the presentiments when making decisions. Men using reason and logic are able to see circumstances more objectively and respond appropriately to them, rationally. They must use more their intellectual capacities than emotions or their intuition because sometimes situations merit acting quickly. 4. Sexual. In men, the desire for independence and freedom has always been a closer feature. In fact, when talking about a relationship, the male is perceived as the least affected. It is more acceptable for a man to remain single at a later age, as opposed to a woman. When looking for a partner, the male is perceived as the aggressor, where he also pretends his interests. This is where courtship is important, as it has been in ancient times as it is today. That image of man's independence may even be glorified in some cultures. That is why, before getting married, men must recognize the challenges that await them and require a strong commitment from men and women to last as a couple. 5. Emotional. A true man must handle his emotions without letting them influence him, no matter what circumstance he is in. That ability to compress those feelings allows men to develop skills to get ahead. So you can make rational decisions in a small situation as in something much more serious. That is why it is recommended that every man has someone to trust, like a friend, brother, mentor, to let his guard down from time to time and to prevent stress from exploding and consuming him. 6. Interpersonal. Giving orders and disciplining are common functions of men, but it must be done with leadership rather than as an oppressor, without dominating others in favor of personal interests, but taking the initiative and acting for the good of others. This is what Napoleon Bonaparte said. A real man does not hate anyone. In the family, the leadership that a father can exercise is important at the moment of putting order in the house. 7. Others. Ambition, pride, honor, competitiveness and the sense of adventure are some of the characteristics that are attributed to real men. Each male must know his strengths and weaknesses and make the best use of his vital characteristics. For personal interests or for the common good, these qualities must always be present. The scientist and inventor Alexander Graham Bell also had his own concept. The most successful man at the end of the road is the one in whom victories are given thanks to his continuous growth. This is the man who advances slowly, carefully, step by step, with his mind opening at every step, thus making himself more apt to address any situation or issue, persevering in what he knows is practical, and concentrating his thinking on it. He will have the most success. In this way, we have the opportunity to consolidate as a whole male, an irresistible alpha male for any woman, even the most demanding, and respond to any challenge that comes along and emerge victoriously. Learn how to skyrocket your self-confidence with women. Click or tap below to download this free ebook.